You know how the states in America we all have our little taglines. The Show Me State, the First in Flight State, and Tennessee is the Volunteer State. So I was wondering if I could maybe propose to the legislators in Tennessee that we change the slogan, not to the Volunteer State, because our Tennessee is the Volunteer State. No. No, because people don't really like to work around here, and people will come in. We've had quite a few people apply for jobs and need a job badly, that kind of thing. And then you start to see kind of, for example, we'll hire a plumber or we'll hire someone to do certain work for us at the restaurant that we need done, and they can't show up today. I got to do that. I just can't get them on the phone. They don't want to reply back. 2 days goes by, 3 days goes by, but they need money. I need the job yesterday. I need the job yesterday. Nobody wants to work. Even when you give them work and you have work, they don't want to work. Noticing a lot of that for whatever reason. But what I was really going to say is that's not, that kind of gets rid of the volunteer state, because if you can't even pay somebody to work, you sure as heck they ain't going to volunteer their time when they already don't show up. But I was thinking maybe we could change the slogan to dump your dog state. Tennessee is no longer the volunteer state. We'll call it Tennessee, the dump your dog state. I've seen more homeless stray dogs in my life, or excuse me, more homeless stray dogs here in Tennessee in the 2.5 whatever months I've been here since February than I've seen in my entire life. And I've lived in California for about 4 or 5 years when I was young. Moved to Florida, lived in Tampa and Brandon pretty much my whole life. Visited New York, visited North Carolina, visited Tennessee. Pastor Dowell was up one time up his way, but I was only there for a day basically. So now I'm living in Tennessee. So I've seen a few other states, you know what I mean? And it is mind-boggling how many stray dogs there are. And people will just dump them. And I have a feeling it's not so much that they're just a bunch of turds of people, people being a bunch of turds. Although there's definitely those people out there who just dump a dog just for the hell of it. I don't like it anymore, or I can't, don't have the time. I've seen even Craigslist ads on right here in Tennessee. Such and such beautiful dog, loving dog, loves kids. But we've had her for 3 years or 7. We saw one the other day, 7 years. Can't take care of her anymore. Don't have the time anymore. You've had a dog for multiple years, and all of a sudden you're busy and you don't have time for it. Isn't that kind of like just tossing your kid in a sense? No, maybe not quite, but probably the next closest thing to that would be like, sorry kids, I'm real busy lately. I don't have time for you. In other words, not that I'm not going to play with you anymore, like I'm dumping you on the side of the road. Wouldn't go too well, would it? So we've come to find out that there's a little town right close by to ours that is a kind of a hot spot or central dump your dog zone of this area in Tennessee. We found a white lab female that's probably several years old. I'm not sure. Very nice dog. It even knows how to shake and real loving. So the old wife took it home. Of course, I'm at work. Naturally, you can only pull a bozo maneuver like that when I'm not here. So get home and there's this big beast inside my house with paws the size of my feet. So, what the hell is this? Evelyn, what is this? I think someone lost their dog. I mean, there's no way it's just a stray. It's, it listens, it knows how to do stuff. It's just somebody's dog. And it was over at the gas station on there, so I took her home to feed her. She looked like she was hungry. And I went and took a picture. We printed it out. We're going to go back to the store and the dollar store next to it and put these little, sheets of paper up and tape them. Missing, lost your dog, we found it. Dog found, here's what it looks like. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think this dog was lost. This dog was probably dumped. Because I see a lot of stray dogs walking around from my drive to work every day in this particular area, all the way through my job, like on the way there, some of the way there, part of the way there, all the way there, stray dogs. And then when I'm there, there's stray dogs walking around in the city like they own the place. Not a lot of them, but from time to time you see a little stray dog, which is, again, it's interesting. So this dog, okay, now your phone just went off, loud as hell. I had to start the video over because you walked out and left the phone here, so I shut it off. Now you're printing in the middle of my video.
Yeah, just show it.
Oh, so for the video. Oh, okay. We're gonna do it live. There's the old girl. Found lab mix. We put that up about what, 3 days ago now. Hadn't had a phone call yet. Hadn't had a text message yet. Nothing. Which kind of confirms it's the dump your dog state. They ain't coming back for this dog. So now I have a dog in my house that wasn't kind of told to me, and now she's an outside dog. We'll put an ad in Craigslist. We'll find her home. I kind of thought to myself, you know, being that Tennessee is now the dump your dog state, you know, slogan. If that person dumped their dog, and other people have dumped their dogs, and other people have dumped their dogs, and other people have dumped their dogs, all the way from where I live to where I go to work, it's probably pretty safe to say, no matter which way I went to work, if I decided to start working north, south, east, or west, taking those paths, I'd probably find some more stray dogs. And if I'm finding all these stray dogs, there's no chance that somebody on Craigslist is going to be calling, oh, hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist. We're looking for a dog. Simply because if you're looking for a dog, just go outside. Like, just go find one. Coax it in with a hot dog or something, you got yourself a dog. You don't even have to go to the pound. It's just, you know, the dump your dog state, right? You know, full effect. So now we have an outside dog. And by the way, the dog's a very good dog. Nice, friendly dog. She sits on the porch. She don't bother. She don't bark at people. When people knock on the door, she don't bark. So we may have to adopt this old girl, and she'll be our little outside whatever dog. Sits on the porch all day, hangs out, runs around with us. We get on the four-wheeler, dog chases us around, follows us around. Kind of cool. But I just thought I'd share with you that I think Tennessee should be known as the dump your dog state and not the volunteer state. The people who work don't want to work. Don't show up. They get way more from the government. They know this, so they try to go that avenue most of the time. But even the ones that do have a regular job, whether they work for themselves or whatever, don't want to show up. So the whole volunteer state thing, if these people are getting paid and they still can't show up on time, like over and over and over and over again, don't think it's the volunteer state. That's definitely not appropriate. And then secondly, we have the dump your dogs thing that I've seen here locally. Having said that, I still think it's very beautiful out here. Like being out in the country. And perhaps this old dog, you know, any kind of raccoons or any little coyotes, anything like that, this old girl will scare them off. So my kids will be safe outside playing at all times. Not that a coyote over here would really mess with the kid, but, you know, get the point. So that's the only video I got for you. I think I'm gonna do a second video real quick on these three guys that kidnapped those three girls, the three brothers, the Castro family. Probably were illegal immigrants to begin with, most likely. Kidnapped these girls, had them for 10 years in a dungeon in their house. Yeah, I need to talk about that for a minute. So I'm going to do a little quick video on that. Take care. Brought to you by Jason4. Sponsored by Tennessee, the dump your dog state.